So Katie and the kids are shopping. We've come back for breakfast, and I'm knee-deep in Sibelius in a cafe. Rock and roll, eh? So just trying to get. I've promised the guys this part today, so there's so much to do on it, and it's getting there slowly but surely. I hate arranging jazz parts because there's so much freedom that has to happen within the recording, but this needs to be arranged.
Camera. Use your feet. Stop, look, send.
So today's vlog is about recording yourself when you're practicing. I've got to admit, it's not something I find that easy to do because it's, well, number one, let's kick off with number one. If I tend to record, I tend to do it in Logic. I tend to take ages over it. Yeah, and I just end up annoying myself more than anything because I end up going out feeling really, really bad. I got the idea from the Chris Potter documentary, which I will put in. I keep getting the things wrong. It's going to be here, isn't it? I don't know, here or here, wherever the index cards comes in. But Chris talks about the importance of recording himself with an idea, you know, working with sound all the time, which kind of brings us back to that idea of sound being the most important thing. So what I'm working on now is I've got this idea that I've been working through on a Phrygian dominant mode. So it's the fifth mode of the harmonic minor. Part of the reason of doing this on the vlog, doing it on the recording, is that it puts me under pressure. The red light in the corner makes me, because when I'm in the studio on a Saturday, boy, there's got to be pressure. And so I need to be able to pull it off. Before I did the recording, I nailed it, okay? Before I put the camera on, just then, I did it even better. So hopefully, kind of doing it in front of you guys. Now, the way I'm doing it on the Mac is just to use QuickTime, okay? So I'm using a really low tech QuickTime player. If you're not sure what it is, just do your QuickTime player there, and I go just go File, New Audio Recording. It's that easy, okay? And then I just click Record, take the Oversaw backing track to the beginning.
1 2 3 4 1 2 3.
That's for you guys, the light's better. Oh, you appreciate it. Here comes the solo. Now, one of the things on Work Song on the recording is there's at least 3 horns on it. Myself on tenor, Tony Coffey on alto, Steve Presswick on a trumpet, and probably a bass or a piano solo on it. So already the track's getting long, and with this album, I don't want lots of long solos. So I know that I've got not a lot of time to say what I want to say for this solo. So I was working through those different ideas, and there's also that idea, very Coltrane-esque idea. Whoa, where are you going now? Just basically getting the 9th out. I'm going to bring you guys in a bit closer. Let's have a look. I'm going to get you on focus. There we go. So, yeah, so not trying to fall into this trap of taking whatever I'm doing in the practice room out onto the bandstand or into the recording studio, but trying to have a harmonic idea. But the best way to do it is to then go back and listen to it on just using QuickTime. And the reason I restrict myself to using QuickTime is that if I used GarageBand or Logic, Pro Tools, anything pro, anything good, proper recording software, I end up fiddling with and trying to make the saxophone sound good and EQ it and everything. I don't need that for this. What I need for this is just to hear it back myself, almost as it sounds. And I know that this is pretty close to what it sounds like in this room. Now, obviously, it's going to sound better in the studio, which is, well, I hope it does anyway, but this is just what it sounds like in here. You can hear me talking, that's really weird. So obviously, the mic's behind me and that backlight was going wrong. Too much tongue in that section. Not struggling with the timing there. This is quicker than I normally play it, but I need to work on that lick, getting it faster. So it just happens. Well, not play a lick in the solo would be an even better idea. This was a nice idea, but I didn't develop it well enough, so one of the things I'm going to do in my practice after I've finished recording this for you guys is probably just go back and see if I can find something else on that idea. Not that I'm going to deliberately insert it, there's a fly on the microphone, not that I'm going to deliberately insert it into the solo, but if it comes to me again, I want it there and I want the facility to be able to develop it. Really Coltrane-esque. That worked quite well against the drums there. Yeah, I need to work on that run there. I can't bother listening to any more of that. So that's a really good idea. If you use QuickTime Audacity, if you've got a PC, Windows machine, or you can just use the thing on your phone or your iPad, whatever. But I highly recommend you doing that. Anyway, comments or questions in the blog, in the comments below. So I'm out getting some time-lapse footage. It's very windy, which isn't great on the camera. Literally, as soon as I decided to start talking, it's got really windy. You can see around there, I've got the Canon doing a nice one. The sunset. Oh, and oh, I thought I lost you there. My iPhone is kind of, I'm not quite sure what it's getting because I couldn't get the iPhone high enough, and I've lost the other stick I use for the tripod for that. But it is really lovely and peaceful out here. It's a gorgeous sunset. If I can focus in on it there, I'll not cover my thumb, the camera on my thumb. Anyway, you'll see it. There's something with you from a long time ago. I wish I could find the tapes. When I was about oh gosh, 5, maybe 6. I got a tape recorder for the first time, and I used to just record everyone doing everything. I used to just love the facility to be able to record something and then play back. It's only audio, you know, and it's just something that we just take so much for granted now. But I used to love making recordings of different things, people doing different things, and sound recordings, and yeah, so I think there's something with all of us that kind of, especially if you're a creative type, that means you want to just log things, sometimes just for your own benefit.